Good morning from the ocean. And this is a view that we are going to get very familiar with over the next 10 days because this is going to be the primary view of this cruise. Take a look out here now, sailing along on the Norwegian Aqua, the newest cruise ship in the world. It's windy and it's cool. It's currently 52 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll come back in the room here and I'll actually show you our current location here as we sail along. We've just left Southampton in the UK yesterday, and we are currently just to the west of France. And I like that this map actually shows where we're going, where we're headed, where our future path is. We're going to come down here north of the Azores, as you can see right here, and then start to turn to the west. Good morning. If you didn't see my video yesterday, I'll really quickly get you up to speed. Currently on what was a 7-day transatlantic, the maiden voyage of the Norwegian Aqua, from Southampton to Boston. However, when we got to Southampton cruise terminal yesterday to board, they told us because of weather in the North Atlantic, we're gonna have to take a longer route to the US. And now we're on a 10-day transatlantic and we're gonna be ending in New York City in like a week and a half. So that's why I said we're gonna get a lot of that ocean view because it's literally gonna be 9 sea days on this cruise. But today is the first of those sea days, and it's actually the first sea day ever for Norwegian Aqua with paying guests, with a revenue cruise. So we're gonna get out and about and see what that looks like. Probably a couple sea days will be in this vlog because there's so many days in this cruise. So we'll just see what we get up to here on board as I show off this brand new ship. It's a beautiful ship. So come on if you're ready. Let's get this adventure across the Atlantic on Norwegian Aqua started. So just walking down the hallway to the elevator. I want to show you how nice the hallways are. I really enjoy the beautiful like nameplates here for the doors. Just a very elegant hallway here on Norwegian Aqua. And it's like this all throughout the entire ship. I'm on deck 16. We'll actually walk into the elevator bank right here and show you those. They look nice as well. A very, very beautiful ship though. Speaking of elevator, I'm headed down to deck 7 because I need to make dining reservations because I didn't get a chance to do that yesterday. Because this is a new ship, the app is not set up with the functionality to make reservations yet, so you have to do that in person. And those lines were insane yesterday, like crazy long, and I was dealing with some other stuff. So I'm gonna try to get my specialty dining reservations made this morning so I don't have to worry about it so that it's done. Let's cross our fingers, y'all, that line is not long because it was crazy yesterday. So here we are in Penrose Atrium this morning. It's the location of Starbucks. That's the line I'll be getting in a few minutes, but not a whole lot of people out and about this morning. It's kind of quiet here, quieter than I thought it would be. One place that's not quiet, though, we can see across the atrium is the guest services line. It's a lot of people in line. There were yesterday, too. A lot of this, I think, is because we did have to alter our plans getting back to the U.S., and I think people have to make different travel arrangements and stuff, and that's causing a lot of people to have to come to guest services. But the line we're looking for is over here, I believe, and it's not that long at all. So I got in line to do my reservations there, and they actually informed me, hey, if you go down to deck 6 in the back of the ship in one of the specialty restaurants, they're doing reservations there, and there's no lines. Beautiful morning around the ship, though. I haven't even been outside, but just getting a very lovely vibe. Feeling good this morning, just walking around this new ship, getting that new ship smell, seeing all the new spaces. This one here is the Metropolitan Lounge, a huge lounge. I didn't come back here last night, but I'm gonna have to come back here one night because I know they have music in here in the evening. Here we go. Reservations desk here. It has Sukhothai. They've got it all roped off here with a line. And here we go. Looks like there may be just about the same amount of people as what was upstairs. But they do have all the menus displayed here so you can have a look at what you might want to eat. But here we go. They got several terminals set up for us too, so let's get this done. So a much better experience making dining reservations today as opposed to yesterday. Yesterday I was really kind of agitated with the process because I was like, why can't you just do this on the app? Why do you have to go in person and wait in this long line? But today, in and out in 5 minutes. I didn't even wait at all. I just walked right up to one of the crew who was there at one of the terminals. Got my reservations made. I've made 3. So we're gonna be going first in a day. I think tomorrow we're gonna be going to the new Thai restaurant here debuting on Norwegian Aqua. Also gonna be going to Cagney Steakhouse, which is the main steakhouse, kind of like the premier specialty dining opportunity. It's the one everybody wants on board. It's very popular. It's on most all Norwegian ships. And then we'll be going to Los Lobos. That's the specialty Mexican. I just personally like Los Lobos, so that's why we're going there. So I've spaced them out throughout the cruise. We got, like I said, 10 days. We'll be going to those 3 specialty dining restaurants throughout the cruise. So Now we're off to get some coffee at Starbucks. Welcome to the casino. This sweet quarter game is calling my name. I love to play the quarter game. So back in the room now, I wanted to show you the deck furniture out here on the balcony. I've never had a balcony, well, never had a balcony on the Prima class with Norwegian before, but this deck furniture is very nice. It's very deluxe. 2 chairs and a table. Of course, I had to get me a Starbucks. I've got some work to do. Got some video editing to do this morning. I'm gonna sit out here on the balcony and do that. This was, I just got a Cafe Americano, which is one of my favorite drinks at Starbucks or anywhere. I just like an Americano. It was like $6.95, I think, after gratuity and everything. And even though I do have the drink package that comes with the More at Sea, so like all included drinks, it doesn't include Starbucks. Now they do have an add-on you can do for Starbucks. It's $134, they told me, for the 10-day cruise. It works out a little over $13 a day. And I've been debating on whether or not I should get it, because I'm gonna have coffee in the morning, but I don't know throughout the day. I mean, is that the only coffee I'm gonna have? It'd be cheaper just to buy that coffee. But if I want something else in the afternoon or evening, then it might be worth it. So I've been back and forth. They said you can only buy that on the first or second day of your cruise though. And the price is dependent on the length of your cruise. So it's not $134 just for any cruise. It depends on how long you're gonna be. So just wanted to let you know about the Starbucks situation as I weigh that in my mind. It's probably good if I don't get it, because then I won't drink as much, and I don't need to really be drinking it all the time. So shortly after noon now, I wanted to come out to Vibe Beach Club. I do have access to Vibe. Vibe is a premium offering. I mean, you have to pay extra. It's $269 for me to be out here for the whole cruise, for the 10 days we'll be on board. You can see what the weather is like. It's very misty this afternoon. Very rainy and foggy, a lot of fog. At high swells, I think the captain came on and said something like 8 to 10 foot swells this afternoon. So the ship is rocking quite a bit, but there is this hot tub here. Now I'm kind of thinking I should come get in the hot tub, because it's almost like perfect conditions for hanging out in this hot tub. The water is sloshing around a lot, but maybe I'll do that. But I was just coming outside to see what's going on around the ship this afternoon, and we'll take a little walking tour and see what all activities they've got going on. But really enjoy Vibe. Hopefully we'll have a lot of sunny days we can really enjoy this, because it was fantastic. Been out here yesterday. There was a bar out here just for those who have Vibe. They do have bar service, and they come around too. They have servers that come around and provide bar service. So yeah, we'll hopefully get to see more of this when it's sunny, but just wanted to come out here and show you what the weather conditions were like around noontime today. Also, the Aqua slide coaster up here, it did say in the program, or the freestyle for today, that would be opening at 2 o'clock, weather permitting. I don't think weather's going to permit that to be open today though, because it is very windy. And like I said, all the other aforementioned weather elements that are going on today, I think will preclude that from opening. But so it is going to be in operation, this cruise, just we have to find the right weather conditions to have that happening. But let's walk back inside here on deck 17, where it's a little bit warmer and a little bit drier. This here is part of Surfside Cafe, but this is where you can get some burgers and fries. And I just wanted to show you, they have like, these buns look really good. They're not just traditional prepackaged buns. And you can get your fries here. And then they got regular burger and cheeseburger and sweet and sour with grilled pineapple burger and hot dog, and just all sorts of things here for you to make up your hamburger and hot dog, and then all the other traditional toppings they have here. But this is right here next to the Surfside Grill, which is the buffet, which is busy and hopping this afternoon. We'll walk across a rainy pool deck too, but just like Vibe, there's not really anyone out here. A couple people in the hot tubs, smart people. But the pool is closed actually. They got the water level way down because of the rockiness and the weather conditions. They've actually got it drained, it looks like. Yeah, no water in the pool today. They did yesterday when we were in Southampton. But really enjoying this pool area. This is gonna be nice. Imagine you're out in the beautiful Caribbean or in Bermuda or somewhere like that, all places that Aqua will be selling later this year. But imagine having this big pool, the sun shining, all the places to come out here and lounge and relax. So here on deck 12 is the Studios Solo Lounge for solo cruisers, and because I am a solo cruiser, I'm supposed to have access, even though I'm not staying in one of the studio staterooms, I'm supposed to have access to the lounge. So I should be able to key in here, but you see it's denying me. And it did this yesterday, I just didn't know, maybe it wasn't activated yet. So I'm definitely gonna have to check with guest services on how to get that enacted back. I had it when I saw it on Prima in a solo room too, and it's very nice. It's just a lounge in there, but it's a nice place to go and hang out. There's no windows or anything, but it's still cool to have a place just for solo cruisers and a nice place to make friends for sure. So here on deck 8 in the Penrose Atrium, the main atrium here on board, I do think I want to go to the back and go to Indulge Food Hall to check out lunch, but first I thought I would take you outside to Ocean Boulevard and the La Terrazza because, well, nope, never mind, we're not going outside. So I guess because of the weather, they do have the outside closed off. They do have these doors closed, but we'll go check that out hopefully later today or tomorrow. So stay tuned and we'll check that out. But they do have all the shops open, and I did want to look. I think I need to go to deck 7. It's only 12:46, so I have some time. Let's go to deck 7. I want to look for the Norwegian gift shop where they have Norwegian branded stuff because I did want to see if they had any like cool Aqua merchandise. I definitely want to get a ship's model too, so let's go check it out. Okay, so I have found it. It is the Lifestyle Shop right here across from Sid Norman's Poorhouse, but this is where they're going to have more. This is kind of I call it like a general store because they've got a little bit of everything. You can see here they've got a selection of aloe vera and sunscreen and lip balm, things like that. And then over here they do have shirts, Norwegian Aqua shirts. They have just general Norwegian merchandise as well, shirts and hoodies and mugs, hats, quite a few hats. Hooked on Cruising shirt. So just to give you an idea of what the prices are, this Hooked on Cruising shirt here is going for $40 for that tank top there. And then here are some Norwegian Aqua. There's like a sweatshirt that they have here. This sweatshirt is $70. And then they have a Norwegian Aqua hat, which is, how much is it? $25. So they're really proud of some of this Norwegian branded things that they have in here. They have some hoodies over here. These hoodies are $42. There's a black and white shot of Aqua. And some more hoodies and hats down here with Aqua on it. They have like a packaged hat and t-shirt with also a bracelet for $29.99. They have some bottle openers, some magnets. If you want a magnet, that's going to be $17 for this magnet right here. So, just to give you an idea of what they got. They've also got an ornament over here, Norwegian Aqua Christmas tree ornament. That's going to set you back $40 for that right there. I really like these magnets that they have because they have, it's the ship, but it also has the colorful hull design on it. And this is also $17 for that magnet. And they do have the ship models I see right over here. They have two different ones. They have this one, which is sort of a clear crystal looking one model right here. So this is $60. I think this might be what I get. It's pretty hefty. We'll have to see if that fits in my bag, but $60 for this one. And then this one up here is, ooh, that's heavy. It's a limited edition. There's only 528 of these available. And right beside the general store is the duty-free store where they have alcohol, all sorts of cigarettes, liquor, many different things that you can buy. So all that's available in here. And that will conclude our short little tour of the shops. I was primarily interested in that because I like to have a ship model if I'm ever on a maiden voyage or inaugural voyage of a ship. I like to put it in my studio, so that's why I'm thinking about getting one of those ship models. But I don't know which one I might want, so kind of holding off for now. But probably can't wait too long or delay too long because they're going to be sold out pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. So just into Indulge Food Hall to check out the lunch situation right at 1 p.m. and it's very, very packed in here. It's like a hunt for a table right now. I don't know that we'll be able to find one, but I did want to walk you through the lunch selections because they're different from the dinner. I had dinner here last night, but I wanted to try out lunch and sort of show you what they have, but not sure if we'll be able to find a table so easily. But there are tables everywhere. It's just a crush of people right now. They're only open for 2 hours today, from 12 to 2 for lunch. So very limited hours here in the afternoon for lunch. All right, so we actually lucked up and walked by a table they were cleaning. So I was like, why not, let's sit down and explore this a little bit. So the way this works is you got this tablet here and everything that they offer at Indulge Food Hall is in here. So there's many different eateries. So there's Noodles Lunch, There's Planterie, which is the new eatery here. There's Q Texas Smokehouse. There's Seaside Rotisserie. There's the Tamara. There's Tapas. There's Indulge. So any of the places you can just click on and see the menu and what they have on offer for that location. So like this is Planterie. They have a lemon lentil soup, Mediterranean goddess bowl, a Southwest bowl, and a Hawaiian bowl. And Q Texas Smokehouse has crispy fried okra. Oh, that fried okra is good. I'm not getting it, but I recommend it. Lone Star chili, a barbecue turkey sandwich, pulled pork sandwich, turkey breast. So anyway, let me just show you. I think I'm interested in maybe the Mediterranean bowl. So if I want it, I'm just gonna go here and hit order. Order. And it says you can add a protein if you want, but I'm just gonna add that, like, oh, you have to pick one. Okay, got it. Cool. Cool, okay. So that added it to my order, but I can still add things from other restaurants. So we're not limited here. You can mix between the different restaurants and what you want. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make a couple of selections here. I don't really want a lot, but make a couple selections and see what it comes out to. And the cool thing about Indulge Food Hall is everything's included. So it's a large selection of food. They're gonna bring it right to your table. They're currently preparing it at all the different stations. So I ordered from 2 different stations. I ordered from the Latin Quarter and then the Planterie. So there'll be 2 different servers bring my food over, one from each location. They also bring around water, but there is a beverage station inside here also. But because I'm a solo cruiser, the problem with that sometimes is if I get up from my table right now, someone else is gonna come and sit down at it. So I need to wait till my food's here to show that someone's actually seated here. So we'll get the food, I'll show you that. But everything's included here. It's included in your cruise fare. This is essentially an extension of the main buffet. And one of the complaints with Prima and Viva, and I'm sure it'll be for Aqua because it looks like the buffet's the same size, but the complaint was that the buffet was too small. So this is an extension of the buffet. The local bar and grill is also an extension of the buffet. So these are complimentary eateries that are included in your cruise fare that you can come to so that you don't have to overwhelm the buffet or always be up looking for space to eat or dine at the buffet. So this is my food. This is a Mediterranean goddess bowl from Planterie. It's got some carrots. It's got some olives, there's some chickpeas, there's some tomatoes, there's some hummus, there's some cucumbers. This looks really good. And then also got a side of tofu right here. So this is from Planterie. I'm waiting on one more thing from the Latin Quarter. And then here is like it's a seafood cocktail is what it is. This is from the Latin Quarter. So it's got some plantains with it. There's some shrimp in there, some scallops. So this is the lunch here today at Indulge Food Hall. So just now back in the room after lunch. Lunch and Indulge, dinner and Indulge, any meal that you have Indulge is always so good. So really enjoyed that. But I just have to tell you, it is currently 2 o'clock. I've done nothing today and it's been nice. So currently digging 9 sea days because I don't feel too pressured to do much or be too involved today. I was very tired coming in today because I flew overnight the night before to get to Southampton to get on the ship. So it's nice to just go at my own pace today and know that I have a full cruise full of days just like this. So let me know in the comments, have you ever done a all sea day cruise? Have you ever done a cruise to nowhere, essentially? Just one, maybe it was a Transatlantic or a Trans-Pacific or some cruise like that, repositioning where you just had sea days, because it's relaxation like no other. There is no planning for tomorrow, being in port. There's no trying to make excursion plans. It's just being on the ship, relaxing and having a great time. So really into that vibe. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon, but I'll catch back up with you in a bit to let you know what's going on around the ship this evening. So the funny thing is, I just came back from the hot tub, but I still have access to this room, this ocean view room, because I have the key card for it. So I need to take that back to guest services today. But let's see if they took... No, they did not take the storm covers out. This is very controversial. A lot of people were complaining about this yesterday, but they're still here. I'm really glad that I upgraded because I couldn't have imagined still being in here. But yeah, this is the ocean view stateroom. I showed this in my embarkation day vlog, but I'll show it again here because I did come down here just to hang out because the room attendant is still cleaning my room. So I'll have somewhere to hang out momentarily until that's done. But this room is very nice. I wish the balcony stateroom is spacious, but I wish it was as spacious as this because this is all the way up against the hull of the ship. So the balcony and the balcony room is technically carved out of some of the space of this room. So you definitely have a lot more space in an ocean view room in the interior of the room. Good morning from, believe it or not, the ocean. We're still at sea because this is the only place we're going to be this cruise. A much calmer ocean today. We actually see some sunlight out there too. It was gray and rainy and foggy all day yesterday, but looks like it's going to be a little bit nicer, and we have found calmer seas, which I know people will appreciate because it was pretty rocky yesterday. But get the full look at Miss Aqua this morning. I almost called her sister's name, but this is Aqua, not Prima. Good morning. It's now a new day. Like I said, this vlog is going to be just a bunch of different days put together. Yesterday, though, I forgot what we were even doing, but I know I sort of abandoned you as I went out and explored. But I went to Viva Beach Club. I did the hot tubs there. It was amazing, even though it was only like 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot tubs were really cool. I stayed in those for a while, and then I went to the Prince show, celebration of Prince and his music, and I actually didn't get to see all of that show, but they were going to have it again, so I'm going to go back. It was just standing room only, and I saw a little bit of it, and I'm like, I'll come back to this. But what I saw was fantastic, and I can't wait to see the rest of it. And then after the show, of course, I went to Indulge Food Hall, so that's like the only place I've eaten on here so far is Indulge Food Hall. I'm going to branch out today. Tonight, we're actually going to be doing our first specialty dining, which is going to be at Sukhothai. It debuted with Aqua, so we're going to check that out tonight, so that should be fantastic. But today, 8:45 in the morning, I'm headed down to Starbucks. That's another thing I need to tell you. Last night, because it's now a 10-day cruise, and I have gotten 2 Starbucks each day of the cruise so far, and they're pretty pricey because it's on a cruise ship. So I was like, I'm just going to get the Starbucks package. And it was $134, I think, which comes out to about $13 a day. And I was spending like $20 on the coffee I was getting because I realized there's not many places to get a good cup of coffee on the ship unless you get the Starbucks. And I like to have a nice Americano in the morning. So I was like, let me just pay the $134 for that package and have a couple Starbucks per day. Won't have to worry about nickel and diming every time I go down there and paying $10 for a coffee. So I did that. So I'm gonna go get a coffee now. Going to explore what's going on around the ship this morning. And I'm just so happy to see the sun after the great day we had yesterday. Glad that's not gonna be the theme the entire 10 days across the Atlantic. Just passing through the local. I'm not in the mood for breakfast this morning, but thought I would come back and check out what the scene is like back here at Indulge Food Hall. Of course, you can get breakfast at the local too, but over on the other side. This is the bar side, over on the eatery side. We're going into Indulge, one of my favorite places on the ship. Like I said, it's the only place I've eaten so far on the ship. This morning it looks like they've got some, like a little buffet set up here, so you can get some potatoes, they've got some scrambled egg, they've got some pork sausage and some bacon. And over here at Plantery, they've actually got some pancakes, with some different sauces and toppings and syrups that you can put on top of those. I'm over to the Latin corner where they've got some fruit out, some apples and bananas, and then up at just desserts, which is back over this way, they actually had more fruit. More of the bacon and sausage and eggs and potatoes. So yeah, just a buffet kind of concept. This is just an extension of the buffet up there, but honestly the seating is much better back here. The views are much better. So if you just want to get some food off the buffet, your what we'll call your standard breakfast offerings, very quite limited in offerings, but still, I mean, you're going to be able to get fruit and pastries and cereals and everything back here with such a great seating and such a good view. So consider coming back here for breakfast one of the days of your cruise. Go outside here on deck 8 because it is a nice morning. We'll get a view of the ocean out here. A little bit of chill, but it's nothing like what it was yesterday and the day before. See a lot more people out here today. Yesterday they actually had this blocked off as we saw. We couldn't actually come out here, but today it is open because the winds have died down, the seas aren't as rough, and we are sailing into what's going to be a beautiful day, I think. So really like these loungers that they have out here. They just seem deluxe, you know. They're quite a bit different than the standard loungers that you see on a lot of other cruise lines, or actually most other cruise lines, at least the mainstream cruise lines. So I'm really liking this. And these are around everywhere here on deck 8. And then you get to this section here, and you've got the ocean walk. You're just like literally walking out over the top of the ocean. You have to be careful. This can get pretty slick. I'm not holding on to the handrail, so I'm gonna walk a little bit slower, but it is neat to see the waves down below you. A little bit daunting too. But if you stand on here, you can also get really cool pictures like this one, cool shots of the waves breaking with the ship. And then right up here, welcome to my impromptu ship tour, by the way. This is La Terrazza. This is a seating area that they also had on Prima. I'm not sure what it looked like on Viva, but it has been updated from Prima. It is nice. They have more vibrant, colorful seats. They actually have put up these wood panels. Come around here. It's kind of like a little cove that they have set up right here. You can get inside. This would be nice because you're kind of protected a little bit from the wind. You can see they've got this lounger seating. So very nice. I like this new and improved Lateral. So I got my Starbucks, and I just wanted to show you this amazing place. I'm actually just right here behind the Starbucks. You can see Starbucks right here. But the seating area here on deck 7 is one of my absolute favorites because you have these floor to ceiling and then some windows. They go way up here. And you can sit right out in front of them. It brings you right up next to the ocean. You can watch the waves go by. I love it. It's so serene this morning. It's so nice. So now just after the noon hour here on our second sea day, and it has turned out to be a very nice day. So I've come up to deck 18 where all the sport action is, where the tea time, we see the Aqua slide coaster. Kind of curious if they're gonna open that up later, but thought we would just see what's going on around the ship this afternoon in the full sunshine. This is actually great. I feel so much better just being in the direct sun. But yeah, we're gonna explore and see what's going on around the ship this afternoon. And the ship looks amazing in the sunlight. This is looking off the aft of the ship, or back toward the aft of the ship, looking down into Viva Beach Club. Viva Beach Club, of course I showed you that yesterday in the gloomy rain, but now you get an idea of what it looks like in the sunshine. And I'll tell you what, I'm really excited to hang out here in a bit. I'm gonna bring a book down and relax in one of the loungers since I do have access. But I cannot believe how few people there are back there. I thought it was gonna be swamped and packed with people, but not that many people at all. In fact, some of the deluxe loungers that I was thinking about earlier, I'm like, I want to sit in one of those. They're open. One area that is seeing quite a few people this afternoon is the drop, the slide here that drops you all the way from up here on deck 18 all the way down to deck 8 down below. You can see they've got it open for the next guests to get inside. We'll see them drop in just a second. But it drops all the way down here. You can see the slide and terminates down there on deck 8. So a very quick way to get, you know, down 10 decks if you wanted to go down there. And we'll go down to deck 8 in a minute, not via the slide. They do use a mat though. You can see he's putting the mat inside there so that the passenger can get on the mat. So it's a dry slide. It's not a water slide, but you still need to be on that mat so that you can slide properly. Just knowing that you're gonna suddenly be dropped like that, there they come. So we'll see them come all the way down here. So a very lovely day now that the sun is out here on the Ocean Boulevard, the Infinity Beach area. A lot of places to sit, still open, a lot of chairs. It's about 60 degrees Fahrenheit today. There is some wind, but it's not nearly what it was like yesterday with all the cold, the rain, the mist. So this is certainly a lovely way to spend the afternoon. So just beside the Infinity Beach, they do have this just ice cream. It's right out here outside of Indulge Food Hall, which is right there. But just ice cream is where they have soft serve, and you can help yourself to the soft serve. So they got the ice cream and then the cones there. I've been seeing a lot of people walking around with those. And we can check out the outdoors, the outdoor seating for Indulge Food Hall. Looks much better, more enticing, warm and inviting than it did in the rain and the cold yesterday. I'm gonna take a quick walk back here to take a look off the back of the ship. And one of my favorite views from the ship, the wake view. I always love a wake view. The water looks so nice. It seemed very gray yesterday without the sunshine. They do have very plush, very nice seating out here on the very back of the ship outside Indulge Food Hall on deck 8. So come back here and sit. It's a great place. It's very quiet back here, but I also wanted to show you up the back of the ship now. See a lot of balcony cabins up there, and you can see all the way up at the top, see where the sun is kind of shining there. Let me try to point it right there. That's an infinity pool. That's actually part of the Haven though. The Haven is Norwegian ship within a ship concept for their suite guests. So if you're staying in a suite, you have exclusive access to the Haven. So we do not have that, unfortunately, but they do have that infinity pool there that folks can enjoy. Around out to the north facing side of the ship, and there is no one at Infinity Beach because the sun is on the south side. So it's noticeably cooler over here too. And the pool on this side is completely empty at this hour. Having lunch at Indulge Food Hall. Where else? It's the only place I've eaten so far. Still the only place I've eaten so far. This is the Hawaiian bowl from Planteria. I love these bowls that they have. I've had one every day. And then some smoked tempeh on the side. And we are sitting outside because it was very, very crowded inside, but a little chilly, but this should be great. Hello and good evening. It's now been several hours since last time we talked when we were having lunch at Indulge Food Hall. I've just been very lazy. I've just been really getting into this sea day vibe. We have 9 in a row on this trip, and I've really just been taking full advantage of that. We're now on our way to dinner, and I'm very excited about dinner tonight because we're going to the new Thai restaurant here on board the ship. Sukhothai is brand new. It's debuting here on Norwegian Aqua. I'm very excited to eat there. My booking did come with 1 specialty dining, but I'm going to save that for Cagney's because Cagney's is a cover charge of $60, whereas Sukhothai is a cover charge of just $50. So I'll pay out of pocket for this one, and then I'll let Cagney's, and I think it's like 3 days from now. So make sure you come back and see me dining at Cagney's in a future vlog, but I'm going to just pay out of pocket for that tonight. So let's head over there now and check it out. It's currently 7:52. My reservation is at 8. So here on deck 17, just across from the buffet, which is Surfside Cafe over that way. We're going to Sukhothai, which is right here beside Palomar, both specialty restaurants, but Palomar is the seafood specialty restaurant, and Sukhothai is where we're headed, the Thai restaurant. A quick look at the menu here. They said under the More at Sea you can actually get up to 3 appetizers, 1 main meal, 1 entree, and then a couple desserts. So at Sukhothai they have for appetizers, they have a salt and pepper prawn, which I think that's what I'm going to get. I did peek at the menu before I came, and that looked really good. Really good sounding options. And then for the mains they have some curry. They have a yellow curry. They also have a green curry and a red curry. And it says here with the curry you get a choice of chicken, beef, shrimp, or vegetable, and it's served with jasmine rice. And if you want lobster, it's a $25 supplemental fee. And then the house specialties, they have a Thai cashew chicken, an almond beef. They have a roasted duck curry. They have a pad Thai, which that's kind of tempting me. I love a good pad Thai, and I actually enjoyed the pad Thai that they used to have at Indulge Food Hall. Unfortunately, it's not there anymore. The pad Thai has moved up here, and it's at additional cost now. They also have a vegetable fried rice. Here is the first starter up tonight. This is the Thai spring rolls. This is the first of 2 that I got. It looks good. So these are really good. They're really tasty. They have a nice crunch on the outside, and then on the inside, let me show you the cross section here. They actually have like some rice noodles in there with some veggies. And then the sauce here that you can dip in is actually like a sweet and sour sauce. So really good. Served on these, it's like a crispy fried noodle with some carrots. But I would highly recommend these. Next up for starter, we got the salt and pepper prawn, which looks really tasty. It smells really good too. Another instance where I wish this was smell-o-vision because it smells so nice. So this one maybe didn't wow me as much as I was hoping that it would. There's something very, and excuse me for saying this, but Long John Silver's kind of quality about this. The breading is very greasy, and the flavors really don't convey as much as you might think just by looking at the presentation when it comes out. I'm not as impressed with the salt and pepper prawn as I was hoping I would be. So the main dish has now arrived. This is the almond beef, and it was a hard decision. I wanted to go with the pad Thai, but at the last minute I thought, you know what, I'm going to try something different, something I've never had at a Thai restaurant before. So almond beef it was, and when I tell you all, this smells amazing. But there's strips of beef in here. It's like a stir fry. It looks like there are some zucchini pieces, peppers in here. The smell is unreal. It also came with some jasmine rice, but this is the almond beef. It also has almonds on it too. I don't think I need to mention that. It's implied in the name. There's some onions in there. All right, so update midstream here. This is amazing. This dish is fantastic. The flavors are so strong. They come through so well. The beef, I was worried about it maybe being too tough, but the beef is so tender. So highly recommend if you're coming to Sukhothai that you get the almond beef, because I have really enjoyed this. Here we have the dessert menu. So I think I'm going to try the mango with sticky rice. They also have a Thai coconut pudding. They have a lychee sorbet, which I've heard is very good, and they're fried bananas. All right, so dessert has arrived. This is the sticky rice pudding with mango. Looks very good. And this is the lychee sorbet, and it has some like candied ginger on it. Just walked out to Vibe for just a moment to show you what it looks like at night, all lit up. It's very beautiful. It's the first time I'm seeing it at night. It's much warmer tonight too. It actually feels good. The wind isn't blowing like it was earlier, making for a very nice, tranquil evening back here. And no one's back here. I also wanted to show you, if we turn around here, you can actually see the Aqua slide coaster up there. They got lights on it. So this is a very colorful ship, both on it and off of it. Because imagine if you were in a port or seeing the Aqua go by your ship at night, you would be able to see this all lit up. And The ship's getting rocky again. The hot tubs are spilling all their water. You can see the deck is wet here because of that. Yeah, this is the vibe at Vibe Beach Club at night. While we're back here with really good lighting, I did want to tell you that I really enjoyed the meal that I just had at Sukhothai. And all in all, I paid the $50 cover charge, and it was a $10 service charge on top of that. So $60 for that, for all that you saw that I had. A little bit skeptical at first when they brought out the shrimp, but the rest of the meal was absolutely great. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed my main, really enjoyed those desserts. So I highly recommend it. Great offering, a great addition to Aqua. I know that the space before that was Food Republic. I've never actually eaten at Food Republic, but I never noticed that many people in there. And when I've sat on some of the other Norwegian ships, I've not noticed that many people in Food Republic. So I think it's certainly a worthy replacement for Food Republic. So it's in that same space. If you know where that's at on Prima, that's where it's at here on Aqua. So really enjoyed it. Just wanted to let you know that. And it's a beautiful evening. Currently 9:22. I think what I'm going to do now is head down and see some more of the print show. I saw some of it last night, but it didn't get to stay for the whole performance. So I think I'm going to go finish that tonight if I can get a seat. So I'm going to go in there and try to do that now. Well, what an incredible performance I just saw. Prince, Revolution, fantastic show. About 55 minutes that show. Went to the 9:30 one, just got out of it. It's currently about 10:30, came right back up to the room. They were going to have a 90s party right after that, continuing into the night. So a lot of people pumped up, a really great excitement, a really great vibe there. Norwegian does such a good job with their shows. They go all in on their shows. They're almost like Broadway style productions. Many of them are actually. And they just do a really good job. Like every time I go to one of these shows, I'm just blown away. Like I cannot believe it. The cast and performers were incredible. The songs were great. I honestly don't even know that much about Prince, but I left feeling so inspired, and I want to go listen to Prince music now because that's how good of a job they did. They had 4 people portraying various princes, and it was basically just one big concert of his hits. It wasn't acted out or anything or performed. It was just his songs, and it was incredible. They asked for no filming, so I don't have any clips to show you, but I can tell you it was incredible. If you're going to be selling Aqua, you need to make sure you go see that show. It's been the show for the past 2 nights. So the first 2 full days of the cruise, at least on this Transatlantic voyage, were the Prince Revolution show. I don't know if we'll be back later. The reason that they do that on these larger ships like Aqua is because the theater in Aqua is quite small. So they have to have at least 4 performances, maybe even more, to make sure everyone can get in there. But I went to the 9:30 show and it wasn't that crowded. Last night when I checked out the first part of it, it was the 7 o'clock show or 7:30 show, the first show of the night, and that was very crowded. So make sure if you don't want a lot of crowd, maybe go to the later one if you can. Go to dinner early and then go to the late show. Keep down on the crowds, make sure you get a good seat. But incredible. And I know that they're going to have another stage production show later on in the cruise called Elements, and I'll be looking forward to that. They're also going to have some game shows. So really interested to see how entertainment is on Aqua, because my complaint in the past with Norwegian on various of their ships has been that while they have really good shows like the one I just saw, there's not a lot of them. Like they repeat shows 3 or 4 nights of the cruise, and they only have like maybe 1 or 2 stage shows and then not much else happening. But it sounds like they may have a lot more happening in terms of entertainment on Aqua. But such a good vibe after that show tonight. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed my dinner. It's been an amazing first 2 days here on board. Beautiful, brand new Norwegian Aqua, the newest cruise ship in the world. And I invite you, if you've not already, subscribe, to go down below, hit that subscribe button, because we've got a lot more videos to come, a lot more coverage, a lot more reviews and things to come from here on board Norwegian Aqua. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. So thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you very soon on our next adventure here on board the Norwegian Aqua.